All right, everybody. We are here. It's 6 o'clock. It's not 6:30. Sorry about that. But we are here at 6 o'clock. A
Well,
little
I
early for
said
once.
six. I
A little
said
early for
six.
once. A little early for once. That works. Felicia and Eddrick, Sports in the Bay. Felicia, another crazy week. So you ready to get into it?
Craziness. Ready for it.
All right, Sports in the Bay. Felicia and Eddrick. Let's go. Whew. Back for another edition of Sports in the Bay. Felicia, how you doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. I still didn't hear the intro music, but that's okay.
Oh,
I still feel hyped. That's all
look,
right.
you know what? Let's do it again. You ready? Here we
I'm
go.
ready.
Sports in the Bay, Felicia and Edric. Let's go. Did you hear it that time?
I
Still
was
no?
dancing. I was
Okay.
dancing. Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah. You
right.
know, I like that. I like
I
that
know.
beat.
I
Mm,
know. It's I
mm.
like it too. It fits. It fits.
It's very
Uh
fitting.
whew, hard to believe that January 2026, playoffs,
Nuts.
Warriors, so much going on in the world of sports, not just nationally, but here in the Bay Area.
Hmm.
Let's start out with the Warriors. I wore my Warriors gear today, try to get them some love.
Hmm.
Um, you were there last night. They beat Milwaukee. Um, Solid win, nothing too out of the
Yeah.
ordinary in some respects. But what was the atmosphere like? What was it like over there last night? And what's the mood of the team?
Okay. So after that heartbreaking loss in LA, where the referee blew the call, the goaltending call, Warriors definitely came back home with a vengeance. They're starting at an 8 game homestand, and the energy, a win is a win, so they're happy
Right.
about that. The energy was kind of slow inside the arena. But what I found interesting, this is going to be something not game game related. It was a fight.
I
I
saw a
thought it was
headline.
a Raider game. They were, I mean, dude was a boo 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 tearing some. I can't don't understand because they were holding one person and he was tussling, and some man came out from the right and just started giving up. I don't. It was confusing. I'm like, well, who? Okay, who's with each other? And did this one person make two people mad, and they both started jumping up? I mean, I don't know how we met. Dave and I missed it because I saw it this morning, and I'm going, wait a minute, because usually you can hear a crowd start
Right.
roaring, like you would hear it in a Raider game. But I mean, I was so disappointed to see that someone. Somebody said the tech people are fighting. They're
That
fighting. The tech organizations are fighting each other. I'm like, don't bring that here. Don't bring that up here.
No, and it's usually pretty secure over there, right? I mean, you don't usually
Yes. And I was very surprised. Well, kudos to one of the security guards. I saw him, or Usher. I saw him running. He tackled that guy, and the guy had on a Steph Curry jersey, and he manhandled him. He did a great job, and it was some little woman, little like me, trying to hold on to the man. Ladies, we need to stay out of it when men are fighting because we can get hurt. Men hit harder, and some men hit women. So, well, that's easier said than done, I guess. If somebody came after one of my nephews, or I'm sure
Mm.
I'd be swinging too. But yeah, so the energy is. It felt like the energy from the crowd is like they were waiting for something to happen. But we were with 4 minutes left. We were like, I was just like, watch them, let them get back in the game, and they shot
it
like
felt
in
that way.
four.
It felt that way in the fourth quarter. It
Man,
did.
they cannot put people away. Giannis dunking and manhandling folks, and I was like, and then we were like, okay, it's 2 minutes. We could be safe, but it's still a lot of time. But a win is a win. Draymond didn't get kicked out.
Exactly.
That was a good thing.
Exactly. That's a
So
win. That's the way. It feels to me like, um, the deadline for, well, I guess the when they are able to trade Kaminga, I think it's like the 14th or 15th because of the
Yeah,
deal he signed. So it does
yeah,
seem
the
like they're kinda
15th.
in a holding pattern. Some pieces are starting to
Mhm,
move around. Trey Young got traded,
mhm,
to the
mhm.
Wizards.
Along with
Um,
CJ McCollum now is
yeah, he's
Hawks.
going to
Yeah.
Atlanta. Exactly. So
Mhm,
there seems to be some movement in the NBA, but I
mhm.
know they're landlocked until they can trade Kaminga. But personally, I still don't understand. The Warriors are they've kind of put themselves in a weird spot. On the one hand, we got to trade this guy. We got to trade this guy, but he can't play.
Mhm.
So, what trade value do you have trying to trade a guy where you won't let him showcase what he can do? That's kind of a why is he not? I guess there's myriad of reasons. We've talked about this before, but does that come up among the writers? I mean, it's just like still he can't get any love on the court.
Last time he got love was, I think he was in for 10 minutes on December 18th. And then last night when they asked Steve Kerr about it, he was just like, "Well, yeah, we're still working out, and it's just real hush, hush, hush kind of thing." On to the next question. Um, when you look at it, it could go either way. Yeah, he could showcase what he could do, but then again, when if he gets injured, that's going to affect his trade value.
That's
So,
true. That is true. That is true.
and then I just get tired of them talking about, oh, he has a great attitude on the bench. You know, he's doing it. He's 23 years old. He's a kid. Why do you even sign him for 2-year contract?
Yeah.
You sign
Yeah.
him to a
2
training
year.
camp,
Yep.
and now then all of a sudden, I don't know what Mike Dunleavy is trying to do. Or, Mhm. I just it's so confusing. Monty Poole, who is an insider for NBC Bay Area, he said that there's about a 40% chance that there's 40% chance that he could be traded during this 8-game homestand. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's like I said, when he once he becomes eligible, then there's all. I mean, there's so much speculation. It's ad nauseum where people are saying who he might go, and is Clay coming back, or are they trying to get
Mm,
Anthony Davis, or is
mhm,
he going for some
mm,
bonus? I mean, it's Portland. I saw an article today where
mhm.
Portland might be in the mix with Drew Holiday. Uh,
Woo!
you know, um, but
Woo!
the other thing that I'm noticing, and it's there, but it's not there because when you win, things get masked. But
Mhm.
Jimmy Butler's not getting a lot of shots in the offense.
Mm-mm.
The offense
Mm-mm.
is not. I don't know if they don't run plays for him. He's just not. I mean,
But he's okay with that though.
yeah,
He doesn't
yeah,
want to be the star of the team. He
yeah.
doesn't.
I can see that.
So that's not the issue. Now you talked about Sabonis. Yeah, there has been talk that Kaminga could possibly go to the Kings. Now
Yeah,
they're just filled with a bunch of misfits right now. A bunch of they got a lot of guys at the end of the road. They got an interesting gumbo over there in Sacramento, but maybe that'd be a good fit for him,
yeah. I just hope
Kaminga.
that Dunleavy, because he's going to have to make a move, but
Mhm.
the things that they're gonna need is when you're giving up leads late in the game, and there was someone I forgot where I read it, but there was a stat where the Warriors are the worst shooting team in the first quarter. That
Jeez, I didn't
because
hear that stat.
yeah, because there's nobody consistently making shots other than Steph. It's why they're down most of the times in the first quarter.
Mm,
And there's no Clay. There's nobody who can shoot the ball. Obviously, there's nobody shoot the ball like Steph, but there's no other real consistent
nobody.
threat, outside shooting. Moody can fill it a little bit,
Mhm.
um, but
And
outside of
then
Moody, oh,
then
go
the
ahead.
rookie the rookie. I'm sorry to cut you. The rookie.
It's okay.
Looking at the box sheet last night, he didn't get in. Why is his name escaping me?
Oh, Will Richard?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah, Imma pull up the stats here.
he didn't have any points. Everyone else had scored on the bench but him. But when he can get started, woo. But I just don't understand they haven't put Pat back in like they did. It just I guess it just depends on the matchup, of
I
course.
I think it's that, and as flippant as this gonna sound, I think it just depends on Kerr's mood.
Mm,
I really it does feel that and I obviously
woo, don't get me started because you know where I'm about to go.
we
Go
always
on.
say we always say we're not at practice, we don't see behind the scenes, we don't know
Mhm.
what's happening, matchups, they got far more experience and all of that.
Mhm.
But just as a
Mhm.
fan watching the game, it's almost like, "Nah, I ain't playing him tonight. I'm
Yeah.
gonna play this cat," or "I'm gonna play this cat," or,
Uh-huh.
"Will Richard, you get 13 minutes tonight."
But Bobzinski, you get to stay in it by any means necessary.
He was 22 minutes. He had 2 points last night, 1 of 5, 0 for 2 from three-pointers.
Yep.
Uh, and he was a plus 19, which is, I mean, that's he had the highest plus minus on the team last night. So go figure. It just something's like in a car, you have the pistons and you have the engine. There's something's off. And
Mhm.
I think until they get this Kaminga mess situation straightened out, um, but yeah, to as we were saying, the lineup and the juggling of the lineups, yeah, they just guys just disappear.
Yeah. And to their credit, this is what they call the dog days, which is right before All-Star break. So they're kind of feeling that too. The dog days after the holidays and road trips, they kind of try to get some excitement back, get some energy back into the whole
Yeah,
mentally and physically.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Um,
we shall see when you get in the coach. It was an interesting discussion last night. They were asking Kerr what his 90 plus mom think about him. She was present at the game when he got kicked out. And she had said, I thought you were going to hit one of the referees. And he said, Mom, I've never hit anyone before. And she thought he said, I got to put a little, basically, put a little dip on my chip, if you will, to make it seem like, when they're holding them back and stuff like that. And then my sister was like, I just couldn't believe he got that air. So, Coach is Irish. He can get it. He,
oh yeah,
he can
oh
pop
yeah,
off,
and
but
it was
he is.
justified. It was a terrible
And it
call. They
was
didn't.
justified.
Yeah, it's terrible,
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
terrible. Cost them a game. So
Then they
they're
admit it later. That makes it even worse.
exactly that 2 minute report or last 2 minute report or something they put out. Um, Speaking of referees, we have to talk about what happened with Draymond the last few games. Last night was great, um, but yeah, there was a run there of ejections. That's just kind of like okay, again, um,
He was
and
pushing on Giannis, though. I was kind of getting concerned last night that he might get kicked out because when Giannis dunked on him and he fell back, I guess his little pride was hurt. And running up the court, he boop, pushed Giannis. I said, "Oh Lord, here we go. Here we
so
go."
shout out, you got a hey auntie, you got a shout
Who's
out.
that?
Also, Lisa, thank you. We see you watching. Greetings from Sacramento. My man,
Hi.
my
Who's
brother.
wild? Who's wild done? Say,
Hey
say what
auntie.
your name is. I can't see your face. I know I'm your auntie, but I can't I can't make you out on the eye.
Shout out to my brother. What's up, Frank Migliato? Man, Frankie is talented musician. Has this blues band CDs like
Leone.
number one. Yeah, he's like number one right now on certain charts and with his music. So if Steph didn't want to keep Curry, he'd be gone by now. I agree. I
Oh, heck
agree.
yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Um, but that gets back to what we talked about a couple weeks ago, which is Steph that kind of superstar where is he vocal behind the scenes? Is he, everybody knows LeBron was running the organizations, right? You knew that. There's certain players that they
Mhm,
run it. They run the show.
mhm.
Is Steph in charge over there, or is it should he even? is that even a question? Is it?
He's a silent leader.
Yeah,
He leads
yeah,
by example. I think I don't I think the only one that would set Draymond straight would be Iguodala, and I don't think Steph and Clay, when Clay was there, I think they just stopped saying anything to Draymond at this point. I mean, they're 14 years together. Dre is gonna Dre, and
right,
he pops off, and what do you do with it? I mean, no one, we're all trying to figure out, is it something, was he always like this? He had said last night, they had asked him the same question about, has your mom ever been disappointed in, and does anything come to mind specifically about something you've done? And he read a couple of his mom's texts, and he said he was scared to death of his mom. And he said, my mom is very, he didn't use the word passionate, but he said that something on those lines. And I go, well, maybe he got it from her,
hmm,
but is she that extreme? Like, you just wonder what clicks, what makes him click at where he puts his team at risk. I mean, the Warriors have answered by winning without him. The
right,
two times
exactly,
he got ejected,
exactly,
they were like, huh, we keeping on, but they are better with him.
right,
According
right,
to statistics, they are
right.
better without
Oh, of
him,
course,
and he
of
is
course.
still the nucleus, still the like emotional nucleus. So it's kind of like if Steph wanted Draymond gone, would he be gone? Kind of like what Frank asked.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wonder, would that
Well,
be
okay.
would Draymond be gone?
Well, let me
Would
ask
he
it this
will
way.
he be a part of the trade?
Let me ask you this then: if a trade comes down, do you think they run it by Steph, no matter what it is and who it is?
Mhm.
I mean, to me, he's untouchable. I think you trade Steph
Oh, he's
Curry,
oh,
your box office is gone. So
Chase Center's getting burned down to the
yeah,
ground.
he's not going
Okay.
anywhere. But um,
Yeah.
does he have veto power? Could he say? I mean, would he exercise veto power?
But
I don't know.
Bob Myers would check in. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't I don't know if Dunleavy would check in with Steph. I
Hmm.
can't read him. I'm not thoroughly impressed with what he's done so far. He hasn't made a big deal I mean, Bob Myers is hard shoes to follow. So, that's a hard act to follow. So,
Right.
oh yeah, okay, the Jimmy Butler trade, that was nice, but we need, that one trade where you're like, okay, Dunleavy, I see you. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, they did put you in the right position. I just don't know if he would consult with staff. That's a tough question. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I mean, because you would think before they make a trade, obviously they would look at the team, look at the offense they run, look at the defense schemes,
And the personality.
and the personality for
Yeah.
sure, for
Mhm.
sure. And can this person, because there's going to be so much pressure on this new player, can that person take the pressure? Because now you come
Mhm.
into you're the one that you're being traded to take this team to the next level. I mean, let's just call it
Mhm.
what it is. They
Mhm.
can't. Well, odds are they probably will miss on the trade because usually these trades don't work out all the time,
Mhm.
but it has to work. If they make a move and we're talking, a month later and they're still turning the ball over and inconsistent, although they've been better the last couple of games with turnovers.
Right,
If
right.
if nothing's changed, then they may they may be at the point of blowing it up, um, and starting over. Given the age of the roster, shout out to the Anthony Melton though, because he played very well. And
Shout out,
yeah,
second highest score last night with
yeah,
He had 22
Yeah,
points.
he was
Yeah.
balling last year, if you recall. He was
Yeah, before he
last year,
got
he was
injured.
balling before he
Mhm,
got hurt. He made a big difference with this team.
mhm.
So,
They speak highly of him. They really about his upside. They love DeAnthony Melton.
yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah.
they have what, Kings tomorrow? Is that who they
They
are
have
tomorrow?
14th place Kings, but 14th place don't mean a thing because they play Golden State tough. It's
Yeah.
the rival of the North. So Russell Westbrook, who else they have? They've got oh, I
Oh,
can't.
well, a lot of guys are hurt.
The
Keegan
LA
Murray's hurt.
boy.
Yeah, Sabonis is hurt.
Oh, Sabonis is hurt?
Yeah, right now he's got him injured. He's listed as injured. I don't know if he'll be available tomorrow night, but yeah, as of right now, I think he's listed
What
as
about the
injured.
guy from
Yeah.
Compton?
Oh,
Um,
DeMar Rosen? No,
mhm,
he's playing.
mhm.
He's playing. Um, but
How
these
about
guys, DeMar Rosen's, he's still effective, but he's 36. I didn't realize he was 36.
Wade's 36?
Yeah, he's 36 years old. So
You just really want to see him. I forgot what players spoke out and said. Oh, they was Sweet Lou, Lemon Pepper Lou had said that how they helped resurrect his game when he thought he was at the end of his game when he got traded to Toronto, and how he's forever in debt to DeRozan for that. And he said DeRozan deserves to be on a contender, and you do see that, and then you feel that way. I mean, at least Westbrook did play on a contender, you
yeah,
know, didn't
yeah.
get a ring, but just you kind of wish players like that could get a better situation. They had no business getting rid of Mike
Oh, Mike
Brown. Like,
Brown. Yes.
please make it make sense. First, you traded the kid that was funking with him and ended up he's in San Antonio now. And then you get rid of Mike Brown. It just
Who's doing a great job with the Knicks. He's doing
who's
a really
doing a
good job with
great
the Knicks.
job with the Knicks.
He
I mean, they
is.
won the interleague player, whatever you want to call it. They
Right.
got that, and yeah, I like the Knicks. And they'll be a part of the 8-game homestand. I think they're coming next week. I think, yeah.
So, but what is it going to take to recapture the buzz in the arena? Because just like I said, just
Mm.
watching it, I'm not in the arena, but just watching it, it just seemed like the crowd's into it, but it's not typical Warrior fan type of. It just doesn't
What
feel the same
have they
way
ever been since
in the
they've been
city.
at Oracle? Yeah, I mean
That's a
at
good point. At
Oracle at
The
Chase.
Chase. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Eh,
yeah,
You
you're right.
know,
You're right.
some nights you can really feel it like, oh, it's kind of loud. And sometimes you'll see Steph do his arms like, come on.
He
You
did that
know,
last night after he got
yes,
fouled. He was trying to. Yeah, I saw that.
these fans don't realize these players, if you're watching players feed off you. Don't go there and be doing this the whole time in your phone, doing this the whole time. Players need your energy. They're out there playing. Believe me, they see everything and hear everything that's going on. So support them like we supported them in Oakland. It'll never be in Oakland, but it's just so
Mm.
vast and big. Can something that big carry that kind of energy when you've got people that you've priced out that are the heart and soul of the community? Eh.
I mean, you're right about the prices. It's crazy what the
The
ticket
last
prices are.
row in the arena is, man, is ridiculous. And people, just because you see me on the court, I have a media credential. I have a job to do. It doesn't mean I get tickets. And God bless people, they'll be like, can you? No, this ain't Oracle no more. I don't have a hookup where I could be like, yo, or security know me and might turn their head and let me scoot somebody on through. It's not how it used to be. I don't know these people. They run a tight ship. No one gets tickets. I never got tickets before, but although I knew people who could get me tickets, I don't know nobody here.
Hmm.
I don't. Just because I'm posting on the court. I had a cousin text me and say, yeah, I've been, but he says nothing about the work that I do. He's basically snooping and watching me being a creeper and looking at my stuff, but not giving his cousin no love and no feedback. But he texts me and says, "Yeah, I would like to go to a game if you could get me in." I'm just like, I see you doing your thing. I said, well, why don't you say anything? I would like to go to the game. I just said, I'll see what I could do. I can't do nothing.
Yeah, can't do nothing for you, man. To quote the great Flavor Flav, I can't do
Public
nothing for
enemy.
you,
I
man.
can't do nothing for you, man.
Yeah, you on your own. Uh,
Oh man.
so yeah, tomorrow, like I said, well, let me pull up the stand. I want to see where they are in the standings because
I think they're eighth.
yeah, I think they are eighth. They are in contention. Let's see, playoffs.
Yeah, so they
Right
have
now, they are, if I go to the Western Conference, and why is my computer locked up? Okay, that's not good. There we go.
mm-mm.
All right. Western Conference playoffs. Right now, the Warriors are. Yep, they are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they're in the quote unquote for the play in. So they're right behind Phoenix, 20 and 18. Phoenix is
Yeah,
22 and 15.
Phoenix beat OKC.
OKC's been
Like, all
slipping a little
right.
bit. They
They a
started out
little,
what,
they a
24
little
and
slip
1.
slip. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. San Antonio's got their number. Uh, yeah,
What?
yeah. Wemby is amazing,
Really? Oof,
amazing.
now that's who's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna see, like we saw with Nowitzki and like Nash. We're gonna see the European. It's not the future. Is the European
Oh, they're
player.
here. They're here now.
They here. They here.
They're here. They're here
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You read the list. It's just
The
yeah. They
Americans don't like it, but stop being prima donnas and stop doing the basics. You
yeah.
gotta.
Well, that's it. Fundamentals. The fundamentals,
Mm-hmm,
and they can do it all. They pass. They shoot.
mm-hmm.
They defend. They except for Luca. Luca's
They Euro
defense is
walk. They Euro. What they call it? Euro
or the
walk.
Euro
Euro
step, the
step.
travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's shout out to my man Deion Price. We were two old guys talking about basketball. I was saying that there's so much traveling going on now. If you took more than 2 steps, it's a travel. So that's the way we look at it. But yeah, the NBA is the other. I think we talked about it before, but I'm going to mention it again. Finding games is challenging sometimes because of the Peacock and the Amazon Prime and
What? Oh
you know,
man!
it's not
Just when
readily
I have a
accessible.
football now, I ain't even seen Kenny, Shaq, and Eddie. I'm like, when do I get them? It's like, okay, Taylor Rooks is on this. Man, I don't like it, and the streaming is faulty, and I don't know when the Peacock to Amazon to
It's tough because
NBC to
yeah,
yeah.
because I'm YouTube TV and it would be and
Me too.
I have it set for all the NBA to record, but then
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that with Amazon. And you
Mm-mm.
got to remember, I had to remember, okay, I got to go into this app and now watch it on Amazon Prime.
Exactly.
And then you get there and then you can't change the channel. It's just
Mm-hmm. Then I
I
gotta go
think
to Box to find Peacock.
right, right. So I think, and we're here now.
Oversaturated.
It's not going anywhere, but
It ain't.
it's I don't know if they thought that through in terms of the number of places where you can get the NBA and why.
Mm.
But you used to know Tuesday, Thursday, TNT, Wednesday, Friday,
Oh
ESPN, Sunday with ABC. I mean, it was
no, you
simple
saying Oh yeah, what it
back
used
in
to
the
be.
day. Yeah, what it used to be. Tuesday,
Oh,
Thursday was
it
TNT,
sure
Wednesday,
was.
Friday was ESPN,
Yes,
and Sunday
sir.
was ABC.
Yes.
Done. Simple.
Pe- period. And
Period.
now, to- yeah, now, what days do Eddie, Shaq, and is-
I saw them on
those guys?
Christmas. I saw them on. They were there all day on Christmas on ABC,
Okay,
but I haven't seen them since. I don't know if they're on the ESPN coverage. I don't
right.
know inside the NBA. So
Then
I
you
guess you
got
probably
Snoop Dogg
I saw
commentating.
that. Yeah, I
Actually,
did
that
see
was
that.
for we don't love him like we used to, but
Correct.
he did. That was hilarious about Steve Kerr. He
It
was
was.
Wildcat coming out. Wow.
Yeah, Arizona.
Yeah, my
That
girl
was funny.
Lisa sent it to me. I was dying.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny.
Mhm.
So yeah, NBA, get it together. Get a guide out, send some links out, notifications. So I don't know. Maybe I don't like a
Yeah,
lot of notifications on my phone, but maybe I have to set some notifications to remind me to go watch the NBA on Amazon Prime because it's just not a natural.
it's not
Uh,
natural at all.
no, no, it doesn't flow, and
And the
yeah,
shows are kind of, and the pregame is kind of weak.
it is.
It's kind of weak. They're
Yeah,
trying to keep up the NFL. Good luck with that.
yeah, yeah. It's tough. And who was it? Was it Barkley was criticizing the NFL for encroaching on Christmas Day because that used to be the
Hmm.
basketball day.
Yes,
Although
he.
I
Yep.
remember the NBA, I mean NFL always played games on Christmas. That wasn't a thing, but
But their
now
thing
they're
was really Thanksgiving was
right.
football's thing. Yeah.
Exactly,
Hmm.
exactly. But now and they're streaming, and I think one of the playoff games. I want to say Philly and Chicago. One of the playoff games this weekend is streaming only.
You said Philly and Chicago. No,
Not Philly and
they
Chicago. I'm sorry. Chicago and because Philly's playing the Niners. See, I got Philly on the
exactly.
brain. Um,
Bad Dewey.
but I forget which one. Oh, who's streaming on them? Yeah, Green Bay and Chicago. That's the one. So the Saturday game. So shout out to everybody if you listen now. If you're watching NFL playoffs, Saturday's game at 5 p.m. Eastern time, which is 5 p.m. our time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. our time. It's only on Prime Video. So if you don't have Prime Video, you're not going to see Green Bay at Chicago.
Not regular Amazon. You need Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
How they get you.
That's how they get you in that pocket, Amazon.
Hmm.
Whew. So speaking of the NFL,
Huh?
my beloved Niners, back to the House of Horrors, back to Philly.
Ain't no House of Horrors like the Raiders. And we
Well,
don't even have that on the timeline, the
yeah,
rundown.
different
Eee,
ghosts,
it's a
different ghosts.
different ghost.
I saw a stat, and
Oh
Raider
God.
fans, I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying
Yeah. Yes, you
the
are.
Raiders the Raiders haven't won a playoff game since 2002 or 2003.
Mhm.
Wow.
And haven't had a coach more than a 2-year tenure since Gruden. And
And they're paying
haven't had anyone in Las Vegas that's had more than a 2-year tenure.
mm,
Mm. And
mm.
what? And paid what?
Well, they're going to be paying coaches. They're still paying the two previous coaches are still
Mm.
getting paid a lot of money.
McDaniels and
Who's the brother? I'm blanking on the brother's
Gruden.
name. Not Gruden. The
Oh,
one.
you're talking about the one that you used to Pierce, Antonio
Yeah,
Pierce.
he's still getting the check,
Hmm.
and they still have to pay Pete Carroll next year. Um, So I don't want to necessarily go down that rabbit hole with the Raiders, but I'm just worst team in football, number one pick overall,
And then
no head
what?
coach.
Do we want a rookie head coach? Ugh, you know,
No,
Harbaugh's not gonna go there.
I don't think there's enough there. As Bill Parcells used to say, I don't think there are enough groceries to make a meal there on the shelf. Because
Oh,
Parcells used to say, "Hey, if you're going to let me, cook the meal, you got to let me, buy the groceries." Meaning, I got to be GM, and I think
yeah.
Harbaugh kind of has that a little bit about him too. But the Raiders' job is, I think it's attractive because the owner will pay.
And then we don't know what Tom Brady, the
There
Tom
you go.
Brady effect
There you go. There
might
you go.
be, alluring, if you will.
Yeah.
And the Raiders are on the top. They're within the top three grossing teams
They make cash.
because their destination.
That's right. Oh, that
They're
stadium.
in a
It's
destination city, and it's got. I mean, they got full out concerts with Journey, and they
yep.
got they got people performing at halftime,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the restaurants in there. I haven't been there yet, but I hear it's something.
I haven't been to Allegiant, but my daughters went to see
Oh,
BTS or one of those back in the day
yeah,
K-pop groups.
yeah,
But again, when BTS or when somebody performs at Allegiant, they write a check to the Raiders.
they sure do.
When these college football bowl games are there, they write a check to the Raiders. So
Hmm.
I ain't mad at them for making the money.
They
But the
making money
question
that
is,
way, but lousy on the field.
well, that's what I was going to say. That how is that translating to competent quality football?
I'm telling you, he has to hand over the reins, and that means Mark Davis. Dude, you can't put your ego aside and see it was your daddy and it was you. And your daddy had an issue when Gruden was getting more of the shine and traded him off and basically handed the Super Bowl to Tampa Bay.
So I forgot they
Right?
traded
Just
him.
like this. Here you go.
They traded
And
the coach.
nobody had
You're
ever
right.
heard of a coach being traded. And you
Right.
trade this man, and the ghost of Lala Zato has been on us ever since. I mean,
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
don't
I think they
get
have to
it.
trade that pick and get a bunch of players more so than
Yeah,
one
I agree.
quarterback.
I mean, maybe you can get Tua
Ooh. Mm.
and then
Ah.
focus on getting picks. No?
Ooh. I don't know if I trade for Tua.
I
I
mean,
mean,
who
I
else is
you'd have
available?
to, you know what? Then you have to you really would have to go in on the offensive line and like, I mean, you'd have to have
That offensive line went.
a wall
Whee!
around that cat because he gets hit a lot and
And
you see what happened.
He's like Ricky Pearsall. He
Yeah,
stay injured.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
but he didn't practice yesterday. I know Pearsall. Speaking of the Niners, he didn't
Hmm.
practice yesterday, and I know Tatum Bethune is gone. They put him on the IR, so he's out. He's not
Wow.
going to play anymore. And I am concerned because even I'm a Niner fan. I love the Niners, always have, but I'm a
And
realist.
I'm a Niners
Uh,
supporter, but I'm
of
a
course,
Raider
I
fan.
know.
But
I appreciate
I
that.
want the Niners to win.
Yeah, I just don't see if Philly's game plan emphasizes the run and Saquon is healthy,
Ooh, hoo,
the Niners are going to be in
hoo.
a lot of trouble because that's ball control. That's their ticket to get to win this game. Philly is running that football because they haven't had the
Mm,
best success passing this year,
mm-mm. Mm.
even though they have some talent. But yeah, they need to run the football because we just been dominated by people running the ball. But even the game the other night, we can get rid of those black jerseys, those particular black jerseys.
What?
They were bad luck. Yeah, let's
I was like, my hairstylist was like, damn. She didn't say damn, but she was just like, darn, them jerseys did it.
I tell you, I
Them
have a Black
jerseys was
Niner
fire.
jersey.
Them jerseys fire
Yeah,
though.
they're okay. The original. You remember now when I think it was during the Kaepernick days where they wore the black jerseys and the black pants with the gold
Mhm.
helmets, but those numbers were different. They were red. They weren't trimmed in the yellow, right?
Ah,
So, and the
okay.
helmet looked a little. The helmet was a little.
A little sus.
Yeah, that was a little cheesy. I think you got to go with a gold helmet in some respects, but that's just me aesthetically.
Yes, it's old school.
Um,
But
yeah,
I I was concerned. I had a little thought, little bubble popped up in my head when I saw like, why y'all on the field with new unis and y'all playing Seattle and they known for changing up in their uniforms because they're near the Nike headquarters and they didn't change their uniforms. But I was like, that's
Exactly.
not good. Because
Exactly.
usually they switch
Exactly.
up. And when they didn't
Exactly.
switch up, I was like,
Now
this should
these were the
go.
one I'm gonna show you the ones that originally when they came when Kaepernick was with the team. Do you remember these? Now these was fire.
Wow.
This was fire.
Yeah.
This was the original black with
Yes.
Kaepernick and that crew and Vernon Davis and so that had the gold
Ooh,
helmet, but
Vernon Davis.
the
Lord have
jerseys
mercy.
were red and they had some red numbers, but they were understated, right?
Those are
So
bad.
those
Mm-mm.
those were fire. I remember those compared
Yeah.
to let me pull up the other new ones, which I don't
Yeah,
know.
with the numbers being squiggly. Yeah,
It
but
just didn't hit the
yeah,
same
let
for
me
me.
take that back. Yeah, it didn't hit the mark. Definitely doesn't
Yeah,
hit
oh,
the
let me go
mark like the ones you just showed.
exactly. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, this one. So I don't know. I think it was I think it was mm,
The score should have been
these.
worse than what it was.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
okay. But see, the numbers were trimmed in. They had the highlights
Then the
trimmed in.
stripes on the arm. Look at the stripes on the
Right,
shoulder pads. Yeah, it's
right.
busy. It's definitely busy.
Yeah, I mean, I shout out for trying new things. I get that. All teams want to sell some jerseys, but
Mhm.
I think it fell a little flat. But and maybe just because of the way they played,
Mm.
because they got dominated. I mean, they know what to say. Score. Shout out to the defense for keeping it that close. But they got
Poor
absolutely
guys didn't get
dominated.
no rest.
Nope,
They didn't get no
dominated.
rest.
So
Dominated. They deserved
teams
it. Seattle deserved it. They
they
deserved
did.
it.
They're the number one
Yeah.
overall, and
Yeah.
teams look at how teams get beat. They see the blueprint, and the
Mm,
blueprint is you run it down their throats. And yeah,
mm.
so but it's I'm not going to go into with unrealistic expectations. Can they beat Philly in Philly? Yeah, of course. Of
I
course they
believe
can beat
that.
Philly.
I believe they can.
Um, it's just a matter of them. They have to play a perfect game, no turnovers.
Mhm.
Um, they have to score first. I think, just psychologically, I think they need to go down and score a touchdown. Philly's offense has been stagnant. They
Yes,
haven't
they
been
have.
great.
And their
Def-
receivers not happy.
no, no,
You know,
not at all. And
maybe the
a
Raiders
lot of
can get in.
criticism of Jalen Hurts this year. I mean, he just wins. I mean, he just wins football games, but he's not the flashy quarterback that going to go out and throw for 400 yards, and he's just going to win a football game. And I
Mhm.
think it's kind of like I forget who was saying it's kind of like a Floyd Mayweather situation where
Mhm.
it ain't it's
He's
not
gonna
flashy.
technically do what he needs to
It
do.
fundamentally, and I'm going to come out of
Mhm.
there with a win. And
There you go.
the proof is in the pudding. 2 Super Bowl appearances, a Super Bowl win. So it works.
It's other well, I'm not going for barrier teams. Well, it's only one barrier team, or the Raiders. I'm definitely an Eagle supporter, but it won't be hard. I'll be going for the Niners on Sunday,
Yeah.
but I won't be heartbroken because I always like the Eagles because I like Randall Cunningham, who, by the way, has an interview on All the Smoke podcast, and it is really good. It's just so good seeing him because he never gives interviews.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm like, look at Randall.
Yeah. Speaking of
Yeah.
prototype, the prototype of
What?
today's modern NFL quarterback,
What?
the
6'4"? He said he
prototype.
was 6'4" and like 180 or something like. Then you see a picture of him. He's got, just the way the pads looked in. He just looked like he could be snapped into two. That's when people were getting rocked.
Yeah, but I mean, he was the guy that changed the quarterback,
He
not just
did.
because of being African American, but the running
The
threat,
running.
could
Mhm.
throw the ball through a brick wall, had touch. I mean, he was a
Mhm.
quintessential. Everything you see in Josh Allen do today
Come
is
on.
Randall Cunningham.
And he
Period.
should be in the Hall of Fame. Period.
He should be in the Hall of Fame. He should
Because
be in
he
the Hall of
doesn't do a
Fame.
whole lot of smiling and
Right.
politicking.
Right.
He's become a minister and he's very deep in the Las Vegas community, and I think he's a pastor. Yeah.
And I remember all the criticism. Oh, he needs to stay in the pocket. He needs to,
Remember that?
I do remember that. He's not your
Yeah.
typical quarterback. He needs, I remember
Mhm.
all of that criticism. And now
Mhm.
if your quarterback can't run, it's hard for you to win. um,
Come on.
yeah, he was way
Exactly.
ahead of his time. For you youngsters out there, if you didn't see Randall Cunningham play,
Number
he was
12.
way ahead of his time.
Mhm.
He kind of passed that torch to Michael Vick. Michael Vick took that mantle
Absolutely.
and ran with it.
Absolutely.
So, and now Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, a lot of these guys, um, yeah, it's not funny, but the quarterback in New York, Jackson Dart, they're trying to tell him not to run because he doesn't know how to get out of the way of being hit, right? Um, so Josh Allen, at least he's big enough to take some of that punishment, but
Mhm.
yeah, some of these guys shouldn't be running,
You're
at
right.
all, at
Right.
all, at all.
I really like the kid with he kid with the French name that's in I call him San Diego, but they're Chargers. That boy is fast.
Oh, quarterback or
Yeah, the quarterback.
hmm.
Almost Aber?
No, I'm blanking on his
No,
name too.
not
I know
A.
you're talking about a kid out of Oregon.
Man, that boy is. I said that white kid can run.
Yeah, I know
He
you're
is
talking about.
fat. I like that kid.
Yeah. Why are we I'm blanking on his name? It's been a long week so far.
Well, we
Uh,
we'll be hitting that next
yes,
year. We'll be hitting that
yes,
milestone. Uh,
yes.
I
Waiting
just
on it.
realized that today, and somebody said it to me. I said, "Lord, oh
I ain't mad at it.
Lord, in a year."
Herbert,
I was like, "I
Justin
look
Herbert.
good though."
That's right.
Yeah, we
Justin
look good
Justin
though.
Herbert.
Yeah.
You
Justin
know,
Herbert.
so what do you think of things we've seen? We're the video game kids. We're the original Sesame Street kids. I was telling my daughter
Okay,
that the other day.
okay.
Sesame Street came. We were the ones that they were
Pac-Man.
experimenting with.
Yes, yes. I learned all my numbers on Sesame Street.
Sesame Street, Electric Company. We're
Okay.
that
Zoom.
generation.
Come on and
Zoom.
Zoom.
Yep.
Come,
Yep.
come on.
We were the video game kids. We were the first ones.
Booka 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 booka. Atari.
All of that.
Yes.
So I'm
What
I'm
was the bowl?
happy.
What was the bowl game? Something bowl. Techno
Tecmo
Bowl?
Bowl. Oh, that was
Yes. I was
shout
like,
out to my man Bo Wembley and Aljamal Rambo. We we used to play that Nintendo till it was smoking. We played Nintendo and television, Atari, but man, that Tecmo Bowl, we had some battles. Summer days,
what? Oh,
man, man. Now we did get out of the house though. We did get out and we got
yeah.
fresh air or whatever. We didn't just do
We
it,
still
all day.
we still walked up the street and
Yeah, we
went
still
to the
had to go to
store, and yeah,
exactly.
we
Went to the
did.
park,
Went
play
to the
ball.
park. We went in the creek. I had a creek
Uh,
behind my house,
did you get
and
pollywogs in the creek?
yeah, yeah, but there was a creek freak. We had a lady.
A what?
We called her the creek freak, and she lived in a real nice house. She was like the only like non-black lady left on the block. There was another couple who wasn't. And she would say, "Y'all get out of my creek." Why did it become her creek? Just because she had the like big, not the bigger house, I guess it was, but her house was like right at the creek. But my house was too. If you went to my backyard and opened up the gate and you look down, you see the creek. But she would throw rocks at us if we were on her side. Get out of my creek. That's what she would say. And we called her the creek. And we would run from her. And nobody would call the police back. People would call the police today and somebody throwing rocks at their kids.
Oh, somebody have her on camera. No, I
What?
mean by now somebody would have definitely,
What?
definitely.
And
Oh yeah.
and she had a husband. Clearly, she was the man of the house. And the husband wouldn't say, he would try to fuss. He would be like, "Go." He would just be like, "We go." And we'd be like, "Ah." We just be in the creek all day, and then the floodgates would open, and then we get a little spooked in because the water would be rushing at that point. But we'd be in there, and my cousins, like when I was a baby, they talked about playing in the creek. And then one time, my cousin said, a man was in the creek dressed as a leprechaun and was telling them, "Come here, ain't that crazy?" And they ran and told my mama. They ran and told my mama that a man was dressed in green, face painted, sitting in the creek waiting. Is that some
Wow.
weirdo stuff? See, it's always been weirdos. So, but he'd be on
Oh, yeah,
camera
for
today
sure,
too. He'd be arrested.
for
But yeah,
sure.
we used to. Oh, I would walk. I would end up. If people are familiar with East Oakland, I would end up at uh oh God, I forgot the name of the park. But anyway, I lived in the 80s, would end up in the 70s part of the creek walking. We would walk all day, and then my cousin was I remember one time my cousin said, "How do you keep white jeans so clean?" Because I was in the creek, didn't have any marks on me. I always loved, just it'll be a couple of girls with us. I always love hanging with the fellas because it was just, fellas are easy breezy.
It was,
No competition.
and you hit the nail on the head, hanging out and walk, because I grew up in
Mhm.
Parchester in Richmond, but
Mhm.
a lot of our, we used to a lot of our sports teams, our sports league, like, when you played for San Pablo baseball,
Mhm.
we played at Davis Park, and it had, the tunnels. There were these, like,
Ooh.
I don't know, you see them, like, almost up underneath the street, but they were long, dark, dank tunnels,
Mm. Mhm.
and, we would walk them. We Now, would I do that today? Probably not. Um, but when you 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, because we would ride
Fearless.
our bikes from the village, we ride our bikes from Parchester to Davis Park.
So when you were in the tunnels, would you guys make a loud noise so it would
Oh, yeah.
ricochet?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
'Cause there was
Mhm.
rocks in there, and, it
Yes.
was so dark, but yeah, we walked the tunnels, or we go out to Point Pinole Park, which was, right next to, like, literally my street. I was on the last street in Parchester, so the next thing over was Point Pinole Park, which was idyllic, to grow up in that area, because you
Oh,
had
for sure.
all kinds, it was a park, but it was a
Mhm.
regional park, so it was like miles and miles of
Mhm.
stuff to do. Um, but yeah, I think about, when talking about the generation who we are, and how we run things, we
Right,
do.
then you come back and do double dutch or play hopscotch or
Right,
Chinese jacks or regular
right,
jacks,
right. Or car to
tetherball.
car, car to car. I don't know if you remember car to car.
Okay, that's my car. Is that what you mean?
No, so car to car is kind of like tag. So
Oh, okay,
all the different
okay.
cars on the block. So if you were it, you would try to tag somebody, and if you weren't it, your goal was to go from car. And car was like base. So you run to the next car base, and they couldn't tag you. Now today, obviously with so many cars on the street, it wouldn't work. But back then, you would have to run between the cars
Mhm.
to not get tagged. But
Oh,
yeah, yeah, those are the
kickball in
days.
front of my house because my house was
Kickball.
right at the middle when you would come down the street. So our driveway was home base, first base.
Mm.
And then we go to what they don't have anymore, big street poles, the wood
Oh,
ones,
yeah, telephone poles. Mhm.
telephone poles, yeah. And the not a through street sign was second base, and then the telephone pole was third, and then my driveway was home.
Yeah. Now, I'm not gonna say we were as bad off of as it was portrayed in the cartoon, but there was an element of the Cosby Kids, when you go play, like, you know what I mean? When you had the
Yeah.
characters and you make do, like,
Yes.
I remember we used to play
Yes.
football one time, and the football was just flat, just with no air in the ball at all. We didn't have an air pump. So we just played football with and to kick off, we would take because football, you would take the top and push it down, flip it over, and then it was set up right because there was no air in it. So you could
Oh,
so we would we would kick off with the football with no air. That's how we would
you would
play
make
football.
too. You would make do. What? Man, you would make
Ah,
do. You wouldn't even trip. We
no,
wouldn't be like, I'm waiting till my parents come home to take us to the gas station so we can put air in it. You just,
just
oh,
made
yeah,
do,
Frank says pole to pole. Yep. Yep.
man. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
God, take me back.
Yeah, it was a much simpler time then.
Simpler.
So
It
much
was
going on
all
these
so
days.
simple then.
So much going on these days.
Man,
Uh,
and we stayed in shape.
we did. We did. Well, we had that president's. Remember that president's? What would they call that? In this back in the day, you had to pass the president's council on physical fitness or something like that. Did you guys
What?
do that in elementary school?
I didn't
Yeah, it
know the
was.
name of it, but I remember
Yeah,
having to get on monkey bars and
yeah. You
do
had to do all.
stuff. Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
why they
Didn't
call
even
it
know
monkey
I was
bars in our
being
neighborhood anyway? Why was it monkey bars in our neighborhood? I don't know if I should feel some kind of way about that.
why his name gotta be monkey.
Monkey bars. Okay. Okay. I don't know how to act like a monkey, but anyway, we'll set that aside. But yeah, you had to do these it's like these line stepping things, and it was a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Do you
My
remember that?
God, yeah, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, President's Council on Physical Fitness. I think that's what it was named. And you had to pass.
Man,
You had to pass. Yep. Yep.
yes. I
Made you
remember
do
the
it.
teacher being there doing writing something. That.
I'm gonna look it up because I gotta look it up now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was let's see. Let's see. Oh, shout out to Mac the real estate man. He says those were the days, especially at a Royal Park. And
Thank you, Matt.
speaking of
Thank
video
you.
games, if you
I was
got
texting you now.
two
The
Rocky
Royal
playing
Park.
sports games, we put them down and go to Park and shoot hoops for real. That's exactly.
Parker
So
was my elementary school. Yep. We
so it
had the
says
banks.
it
We
was
had banks. You'd run up the banks and
yeah, we had now we used to play in Point Pinole Park. There was this big, like almost not a crater, but just with the way the landscape was, it was like a big gigantic, maybe half an acre of ice plants. Do you remember the ice plants? They weren't necessarily thorns, but they were like these almost like a aloe plant kind of thing. It was like a
that's what I
viney
envisioned. That's what I envisioned.
ivy, kind of thick ivy, but we would play in that because we watch TV and watch action movies or whatever, and we would
Mm-hmm.
go jumping. You could jump in the ice plants and play around, and
Hmm.
God knows what we were kicking up underneath there because there's probably something running around in there, but you don't think about that when you're a kid.
I
Um,
don't. Or
you know,
remember the flowers that would come out the ground and they were yellow. The flower bud was yellow. We used to pick them up and chew them, and they would be sour. And I remember
yes,
my mother saw us with a. My mother could really get dramatic. And we all the kids in the neighborhood had them in the fizz. We were chewing, and my mother went, "It does them." And looking back, oh, the dogs were peeing on it. Oh, we had fistfuls of just it was
yeah,
juice. It was juice,
yeah.
and they were who taught us that you could chew them? I would
Somebody
never do
tried
that
it.
today. Somebody tried it.
Somebody tried it, and but yeah, it was so much going on back then. But
Mhm.
okay, so it says in the 70s, the President's Council on Physical Fitness and Sports expanded on Nixon, Ford, and Carter, focusing on fitness for all ages with initiatives like the Sports Award. So
Mm.
including options like distance runs,
Mm.
sit-ups, broad jump. That's what it was. The broad jump when you had to stand there and jump, and they would measure how far you would jump.
Wow.
But yeah, I remember that. I
You used
remember
to have
that.
to pull yourself up like this on the monkey bars, and
Yep, pull up.
I couldn't do a pull up.
Exactly,
I
man.
couldn't.
But yeah,
Arms ain't never been worth a damn.
they would they would they were seeing which one of us could. They was marking us already back then, trying to figure out
Yeah.
which ones might escape. Say they was tracking us
Man,
already.
they was tracking us. They
Man.
were tracking us, honey. On the monkey bar.
On the monkey bars. The monkey bars.
Unreal. Unreal.
Kind of dangerous too, if you think about it. Monkey
What?
bars weren't
Very dangerous. And we'd
that,
hang upside down.
that
Lord
little
have
thin black asphalt plastic. I mean,
oh,
the little pad like this thick,
this
if that
thick.
thick. Yeah.
And the boys would be doing backflips on it. Johnny turned and Darren turned and Johnny, can't think of Johnny's last name, and um rest in peace, Daryl and Gerald. I think their last name was Jackson. Gerald's no longer here, but they would the little husky boys and they could run and do the flips and all that. Whew.
As I sit here, I don't know if I should be offended about another one because you remember the jungle gym. Why I gotta be monkeys in the jungle? What was with that? Monkey bars, and then we go play on the jungle gym. You remember that?
Why I gotta be in the jungle? Why I gotta be in jungle though? Why can't it be the playground box, the playground pen?
I think I'm feeling some kind of way now. I look back on that. I'm like, yeah, they had us playing on the monkey bars and the jungle gym.
Come on, little animals.
Exactly.
Come here, little
Exactly.
animals.
Exactly.
Oh,
So
boy.
I don't know.
That's
I
so
don't
great.
know.
That's what's so good about us. We can laugh at it.
Exactly.
Laughter. So that's why we have such great skin and look so youthful because we're able to laugh at everything.
Laughter is very important these days.
Mhm.
You with so much going on, you have to find humor and share a laugh with your loved ones, close ones, people you know.
Mhm.
Because I do think it's necessary.
You be getting a
Definitely.
real ugly cry if not.
It's hard. It's hard to stay focused with everything that's going on, but we'll set that aside.
We'll set it aside.
We are coming up a little bit over an hour, but I didn't have a song planned. I have something, but and I've kind of been thinking with a new concept, but we can talk about it as we move
Okay,
forward.
for the new year.
Yeah, because I love Prince, and I'm thinking about just
I was hoping you would say Prince.
some things that people may not have heard, some songs that he may not have heard. So I do have a song tonight. I want to make sure I get the right version of it. And Prince was a huge fan of Nile Rodgers and Chic
And Larry Graham.
and Larry Graham. And in fact, at the Essence Festival in 2014, 20th anniversary, we were there, and Nile Rodgers opened for Prince, and Prince even came out and played with him. So,
oh my gosh!
To that end, I want to play a song. Now, and if you saw Prince live, you know that he always would incorporate some of his music in the other songs. He would incorporate some other songs in his songs. But this was a blend of a studio version. I think it was done in 2007, but it was broadcast in 2013. But it's his version of "Sexy Dancer," but it's got a little bit of a twist. And I want to play it long enough to where you can hear this little twist. So let me see.
From the Dirty Mind album? Dancer,
yes.
Is it from? Okay.
Yes, but this version of it is a live studio version. And you know what? I may have to, before I get there, let me do this. Let me upload it for see, I should have been prepared, and I wasn't.
Yeah, look at you.
Now look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Let me pull it up. I got it right here on my desktop. That's the one. Okay, it's processing now, and hopefully I don't think there's any copyright issues with this one, so we should be okay. But yeah, it's we need music now. We need to heal. We need music as medicine. So let me play this one, his version of "Sexy Dancer," and listen for a little bit of a twist at a certain point.
Okay.
Now this is not the original album version. Well, it was
It's
something else.
on.
It was something else.
Ooh, there it go again.
A little bit different version.
I like it. I like that gospel, that organ.
Yeah, this is nice.
Woo!
Amazing, amazing musician. Truly missed.
So what? Yes.
I'm gonna let this one go a little bit. We need
Let
this
it breathe.
tonight.
Let it breathe.
We need this tonight. Bring back memories. What was something else? Let this one go. New feature here on Sports in the Bay. Prince, like you never heard him before. Right back. All right.
We got to send that to
boy. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. So I'm thinking that's kind of where I want to go in 2026. Just some
please bring it.
Prince music that you haven't heard before.
Please.
And the way he just does it, just
and just an occasional Michael.
Oh, I got Michael too
because I love Michael.
I got some Michael demos. Prince, I got some Michael. Yes. I got some demos, some Michael demos.
Mike got some stuff that was never released here in the States that I found on YouTube, and I'm like, what?
Exactly. Exactly. In fact, you mentioned that I have a Refugees remix of Blood on the Dance Floor. Wyclef's remix of that. Yeah, it's nice too. All right, so that's where we're going. Yeah, such a man. We go down that rabbit hole.
What?
And I know, okay, there's certain artists you can't play anymore. I get, but I have a version of "Gone Till November," a remix that the artist that you can't name anymore, his first initials was R. It's a version of "Gone to November" remix with R. Kelly that is absolutely amazing.
I don't take nothing from that man.
Absolutely amazing.
Hey, I pop in R. Kelly every night.
Absolutely amazing. So that's what I think. That's what I'm gonna do this year. If Christy, I got you in mind. let's go there and play some things that you may not have
Mm,
heard, but just it's just fantastic music. So uh that's how we're
beautiful.
gonna get up out of here tonight. So
That's my producer, y'all.
I
Y'all.
try. I try. I try. No, that's the insider, y'all. She in there,
Mm,
looking Draymond in the face, like, what happened, man?
what? I tell you.
Bro, you
Mm,
good? You all
right.
right?
You all right, homie? Yeesh.
All
What's
right.
my what's my mom? Mm, you'll tell me later.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all got them inside jokes going on.
Yeah, maybe mama like no, I don't know if she liked Freak Out. She liked more Bounce to an Ounce. That was her
Oh,
song. So I don't
I
know.
have a version.
No.
I got a couple of different versions of
You'll
my
run me up
man
out of here now.
rehearsal behind the scenes stuff of him doing more bounce at a sound check in New Orleans back in the day.
Ooh,
I gotta hook you. I haven't really hooked you up with. We'll talk offline. I gotta hook you up with some Prince stuff. So
please,
yeah, yeah. I
please. And
just,
if Lisa Daniels is still on,
yeah. Lisa, we gotta
y'all need
connect.
to connect.
Yeah, we gotta
y'all,
connect.
y'all music. Oh, please, please.
Absolutely. Yeah, we gotta
Like
connect.
minds and
Yep.
Leoness.
Yes. 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 So before we get up out of here, quick predictions. Niners, Philly. Who you got?
I think they'll be close.
Yeah.
I have faith in the Niners because everyone's thinking that Philly's gonna skunk them.
Yeah.
And so you don't know what's in people when you're being counted out. Philly's got I always forget everything, but it's one guy. I think it's a lineman that
Oh,
practiced, but they're not sure.
Lane
Say his name.
Johnson, one of their best linemen, has
That's
been
it.
out for a while. Yeah. Yeah, he's
That's it.
good. He's good.
He is
We don't know
good.
about Trent Williams either. I don't know if Trent Williams is going to play.
Ugh.
I hope he does if he can.
And what's going
But
on with Kittle? Kittle, because he's didn't
I think
play.
he's limited. I think he may have been limited in practice, but it looks like he's going to play.
He'll probably get shot out a bunch of stuff
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
most.
So my heart
uh,
obviously is with the Niners. Let's go red and gold this weekend.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Just get the W. I don't care how it looks.
And
Just
they
it's all
travel
about getting
well,
the W. They do.
so they'll
They
have the
do.
cheers behind them.
They do. They
And those
do.
Philly fans are something though. But
Absolutely.
all eyes is on Philly winning. So the Niners, just like all eyes were on the Niners to beat Seattle, and maybe the Niners will pull it out.
Yep. Let's hope so. All
I'm
right, Felicia.
hoping so.
Are you going to be at the game tomorrow night?
Kings tomorrow and Atlanta on Sunday. Boy,
The new look Atlanta.
it's a brutal schedule. It's a brutal home
Yeah.
schedule. I don't know if I'm gonna
Yeah.
be doing all of them, but I'll
And
be
it
at most of them.
hope no 8 o'clock starts.
Oh gosh, I didn't think about that.
I
I
hope not.
hope not too, because that's a late night. I got home and thank God my sister waits up for me. We talk on the way in, and that was when I get home about 12:30
Ooh,
last night.
that's the
Yeah,
next
well,
day.
that's the name, yeah. The next day, and the players kind of saunter in, and then when Al Horford came in, I looked at Dave and I was like, let's go to the court and do the stand up because we don't need him. And he talks like this when he's on the mic. Can barely hear him. But we'll be fine without Horford.
Yep.
Steve Kerr said enough about, the team. And you can oh yeah, and you guys can hear more about what Steve Kerr had to say about last night's win on our YouTube site. If you're on in Facebook, you can go to us youtube.com/sports in the bay ampersand the @ 1603, and you'll see me right there, and you gives more detail about the games, and then you can hear the quotes from Steph and Kerr.
Exactly. And respond to our and comment on the posts on Sports in the Bay, because Felicia's always posting some good stuff. And we'll be a little more active over there too. So
Right.
2026, we here.
Facebook
2026.
and now on TikTok. So please follow me at Sports in the Bay, us on TikTok at Sports in the Bay.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
Instagram. Can't forget Instagram.
And the gram, of course. Of course,
And
of
the
course, of course.
gram. Do it for
Gotta
the
talk about
gram.
the gram. Do it for the gram. All right, we're
Ain't
gonna
gonna
get up
do
out
it.
of here. Nah, nah, but
I
shout out
ain't
to
do it.
everybody who follows us and watches. We appreciate you in the comments. We really like that too. So tell
Thank you.
everybody, as they say. Tell everybody about us.
Everybody. And
Everybody,
like and subscribe.
like
Please,
and
please, please.
subscribe.
Let's get that algorithm going. Growth in 2026. That's what we want.
Absolutely,
We're
absolutely.
trying to we're doing our best to bring it out more consistently.
Exactly. Sports in the Bay. Felicia and Eddrick. We out of here. Peace.
Peace.